man, them ducks, they just go around just being ducks, bro. They ain't got no responsibilities. They ain't got no bag to chase. They just being ducks. As you know, I feed ducks around here. I got like ducks always following me and shit. Sometimes I'll be walking and a duck will just pop out of nowhere. Like, you got some food, bro? You got some food? I'm like, man, I ain't got no food right now for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ducks will follow you, bro. Especially if you got like some ducks in your area and you feed them. They'll be flying somewhere and they'll see you and they'll land right in front of you. Like, you got some food, bro? You've been feeding me this whole entire time. Bro, you done caught me by surprise. I ain't got no food for you, duck. You know, next time, you know. I ain't always got food on me, bro. You know, I ain't always got food on me. Shit, but I want to talk about the topic, man. You know, bad decisions will cause you to be old and alone. You know, you make a bunch of bad decisions, you will be old and alone, bro. As a young person, you gotta make all the right decisions, man. You know, you gotta make all the right decisions out here in these streets. You know, getting your money right, that's a good decision. Meaning that, you know, you'll be able to procreate easily with no struggle. Okay, what's up with it? What's up with it, Tara? How you doing? How you doing, Tara? How you doing? My thing is, you know, get your money right and procreate. Don't be that guy or that woman that never has children, man. You feel what I'm saying? Get the money right, procreate, and stay there for your kids, man. Be there for your kids. Kids are an investment, man. They are a investment for old age, you know. Cause nobody wants to be old and alone, man. And eventually, guys, it is unfortunately true that we're all gonna get old. I don't care what nobody say, man. We all gonna get old. So what we need to do right now, while we're young, and I'm in my 40s, and I'm still considered young compared to like 60 and 70-year-old dudes. Okay, I'm still considered young. You know, right now I'm making the right decision by getting my money right. You know, getting the bag. Okay, I'm making the right decision. You know, investing in things. You know, investing in money, investing in my shit. What we tend to do is, as we're young, bro, we tend to think about only ourselves. We don't think about our future children, how they would feel to be born poor. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about that. We think about we need to just have children and bring them into a life of struggle. Feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing right now, man. I'm prepping for the future. I'm prepping for my future kids. Because best believe, bro, not long after the bag, I'm gonna start having children. Yes, the moment I get the bag, I'm gonna be sticking to just one woman and having sex with no condom. I don't know why I get tickled when I say that. I'm gonna be busting. I'm gonna be busting nuts inside a coochie with no condom, so I can have children. I had to be descriptive. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you know, you know. What? Nah, it's all good, Tara. Don't worry about it. Nah, I'm not tired of you coming around. You good. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying now. I'm trying to make this decisions that's gonna keep me from being old and alone. Because what happens is, man, when men don't get their money right, that's what usually happens. It happened to my father. He ended up old and alone because he didn't have his money right, and he never got his money right. My father died poor, and he died early. He died before he could get to 70 years old. You know, he could have at least lived another 15 years, but a lot of guys don't, like, you know, they don't think that. They don't think that far ahead, man. I do. You know, I think that far ahead. You feel what I'm saying? I think, like, damn, if I don't get my bread right, I'm gonna be old and alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be old and alone out here in these streets, man. So right now, I'm prepping for the future. I don't care about right now, guys. I care about making the right decisions that's gonna keep me from being old and alone. Cause nobody wants to be old and alone. Look at Sugar Daddy. He not old and alone. The nigga got money, man. You know, his woman come around, him and his woman come around, and she's dressed in designer clothing. He got her fitted from head to toe. She might as well have kept the price tag on those things, man. Because everything she got is all brand new. And designer clothing. She got what, the Gucci bag or the Prada bag or whatever she got, man. Or some type of like some type of bag. But the guy's not old and alone. That's what you need to do. Is focus on the future so it doesn't happen to you. That's all I gotta say. Cause nobody wants to be old and alone, bro. As long as you got some bread in your pocket, man, you'll always be able to attract females. You'll always be able to attract women. And that's the key. You know, get enough money to attract them. Sometimes you gotta, like, not chase women for a while, bro. Sometimes you gotta not date for a while. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta not date for a while. Sometimes you gotta just sit back and say, you know what? I'm planning for the future. I'm planning for the future, and I'm not thinking about right now. Forget about right now. I am planning for the future. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do, bro. That's what you got to do. You got to make sure you stay on your grind. You got to make sure you stay hustling and bustling. Because bad decisions, man, it will fuck your life up, man. Making one bad decision after the next, it will fuck everything up. I mean, take it from me, man. You know, I made many bad decisions, man, and I ended up in this situation. My number one bad decisions were my number one bad decision was chasing women in my 20s without having my money together instead of staying focused on my grind. That was my number one bad decision, man. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So, a lot of guys, you passport bros, you come around my channel and you talk stuff in the conversation in the comment section. But what I'm telling you is that, you really have to get your money together. Getting your passport and going overseas, nigga, is not getting your money together. You're trying to take shortcuts to get women, okay? The moment you get over there and they find out your money ain't together, they're gonna drop you like a bad habit anyway. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you good, Tori. Don't worry about it. I ain't tired of you coming to the live stream. I'm glad you're here. Because I'm trying to teach motherfuckers something that I learned as I was coming up as a young man. I should have been focused more on my money than anything else. You gotta be focused on your bread than anything else, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The decisions that you make is what make your life, bro. The decisions that you make is what make your life. That's what it is. Whew. I'm gonna go in here real quick. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep early tonight. What time is it, guys? Shit, it's like 8:30. I'll be asleep by 9:30. Or 10 o'clock. No, I'll be asleep by 10 o'clock. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying, guys? And girls? Because I got a female in the chat room. You feel what I'm saying? What I need to do is right now, I need to focus on just my bread. I need to focus on just making money or hitting the jackpot or whatever. That's what I need to focus on right now. I don't need to be focused on women right now. I don't need to be focused on anything else but getting that jackpot into the bank account. That's all I'm focused on. And that's a good decision. So that way, in the next few years, I can look back and be like, God damn, I'm glad I made that decision to chase that fucking jackpot. Here I am, jackpot out, money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good decision to keep chasing that instead of just giving up. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna think like, God damn, I made good decisions when I was younger, man. Here I am. I'm like 46 and I'm a multi-millionaire. But it was my decisions that led me here. It wasn't, it wasn't anything else. It wasn't anything else. It was my decisions that led me to the life I lead right now at that time. So my thing is, I think for the future, I don't think about right now. Poor people always think about right now. That's why people stay poor. They think about just right now. I need a girlfriend right now. I need sex right now. I need everything right now. Fuck planting seeds and watching them grow over time. They don't want to do that. And that's what keeps us poor. It's thinking about what can I get right now, just for the moment. You feel what I'm saying? So you make the good decisions while you're young, to stay committed to whatever you're doing. It's gonna pay off in the long run. Trust me, bro. And what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to save a lot of men from being old and alone with my videos. I try to teach you motherfuckers. Don't end up doing the same thing that I fucking did, bro. Which is focus mostly on women when you're in your goddamn 20s. No, when you're in your 20s, you gotta be focused on your career. You gotta be focused on getting money. You gotta be focused on getting them back. And not focus on women while you in your 20s, bro. No relationships. You gotta sacrifice that. No relationships. We trying to get ourselves together. We trying to get the money first. And then we get the women later on down the stretch. Feel what I'm saying? No. The women don't come first. The money come first. And then the women come afterwards. The women, you get the money, you get the bag, the women will follow. You feel what I'm saying? Well, a lot of guys do. They make mistakes of chasing their women. They make a mistake of chasing women in their prime, in their early years of 22, 23, 24, all the way up to like whenever. You know, they make a mistake of just chasing women, you know, around that fucking age, and not focus on their bread and butter. And they gotta understand, like, guys gotta understand, the years go by like this. It go by quick. Trust me, bro. The years go by quick. You feel me? Time moves by really quickly. So if you're in like college, or if you're chasing the bag somehow, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, playing baseball, basketball, football, or you're doing some type of other entertainment business, or you're chasing the movie the actor career or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So while you're chasing them, just remember the fucking time goes by like this, like a snap of the finger. And before you know it, bro, 5 years done passed by, bro. Hell, we were just in the pandemic starting like 5 years ago, man. That's shit. You know what I'm saying? The corona started 5 years ago. That seemed like it was only 2 years ago the corona started. You know what I'm saying? But actually it was 5 years ago that, you know, when the pandemic first started, okay? So the time goes by quicker than you know it, guys. That's why I say forget about right now, start focusing on the future. Where you want to be in the next like 3 to 5 years, bro. 3 to 5 years. And don't worry about it. Have that money meet you at the finish line, man. Like I said, once I get my bag, I'm going to leave YouTube. And I might come back on Rumble or something like that as a winner. A lot of winner. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If I win, you know, if I win enough, I'll fucking like, you know, I'll write a book, shit. You know what I mean? Just like Richard Lustin did, you know. If I win enough, I'll write a book and make money that way. Just remember, bro, time is of the essence. And the things that you do while you're young, okay, it's going to determine whether or not you're going to be old and alone. A bunch of, I don't need to have children. I don't need to raise a family. I don't need to get my money together. Those are bad decisions, guys. And it's going to cost you a lot. As you get older, as you age, you're going to need a family around you that's going to take care of you, bro. I say have as many children as you possibly can once you get the bag. I don't care. Pump out 8 babies out. Pump them out. So that way you won't be old and alone, bro. You guys gotta understand, you are weaker by yourself. I don't understand why you niggas don't understand that shit, bro. You are weaker by yourself as a human being, bro. You are stronger with family around you. Family that fucking loves you, bro. Pump out as many kids as you can once you get the bag. I don't care what nobody says, bro. You know, you got O'Shea Du Jackson to come about, man, if you have kids, you're going to have gold diggers all in your pocket. They're gonna play you for your money. They're going to do the same thing as Tyrese Gibson did. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what, bro? I'm better looking than Tyrese, all right? If you look at my pictures, I'm better looking than Tyrese. So I don't have to worry about no female, you know, saying just dipping out on me because of the bag. You know, I mean, because I'm like terrible looking or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about no female dipping out on me because I'm sub 5. Tyrese is below average looking, bro. He's like a 3 or a 4 in looks. That's the reason why his woman divorced him. Yeah, it was about his looks. But yeah, after a while, he replaced her really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese, he replaced his wife very, very quickly. She divorced him, and he got with another woman quick. But she said in her own words that she regret divorcing Tyrese for no fucking reason. For no fucking reason. You feel what I'm saying? That was a big mistake she did. You know. But I'm not Tyrese, though. I'm better looking than Tyrese. Hell, if all else fails, I'll just settle down with a 7, bro. Fuck the dumb shit. I'll get the bag and settle down with a female that's a 7. You know, she won't be super beautiful, but she'll be good looking. We'll have some beautiful babies together. Shit. My genetics are okay, man. When I was in my 20s, I was bad. You feel me? When I was in my 20s, I was a bad man. I had females chasing me, okay? I didn't have to work hard to get the coochie when I was in my 20s. You know? But the years go by, man, and looks fade. I ain't as good looking as I was in my 20s, man. You get older and fucking the looks just fade. And the only thing that you're standing on, bro, is your wallet, man. As a man. Yeah, you're going to be a sugar daddy one day. So prepare. Prepare for that shit, bro. Let me go in here real quick, guys. Shit. I need to get some stuff real quick, man. But like I said, bro, you got to understand something real quick, man. Don't be that guy that's in the old folks' home, you know, that don't have any children coming to see you. You have to reproduce. Yes, you do. I hate when motherfuckers talk about, I don't need to have no children, bro. I'm good. But then when they get old, they're in that old folks' home and nobody's coming to see them, they're going to be like, God damn, I wish I would have had children. That's what I hear on some of these channels that I be watching, man. You know, the leftover woman channel that I watch sometimes, the biggest regret, a lot of these motherfuckers have, you know, when they get to the old folks home, they regret not having children. Now think about that now. Yeah, you saying, yeah, I don't need no children, I'm good, I don't need an extra bill, I don't need an extra mouth to feed, okay? But when the shit get real, as you get old, it gets real, okay? The shit gets real. It gets very lonely when you ain't got no children to come around to see you, man. I remember before my mother died, man, she was always wanting us to come over. And when we would leave, she'd be like, are you leaving right now? Stay, watch another movie. I got more popcorn. You can stick around for like one more movie. And I'd be like, Mom, I gotta go. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I can't stay up late. You know what I'm saying? But I could tell how lonely she was, bro. As an old woman, bro. My mom was in her 60s when she died. She was like, what, 69? So I could imagine, bro, like, if she didn't have us, man, she probably would have died early. She probably would have died earlier. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep a lot of guys from getting old and alone. That's all I'm trying to do. And that's why I always promote the bag, because I want men to not be old and alone when they get older. Because men who don't get their shit together end up old and alone. Whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, men who do not get money end up old and alone, or they end up with women that they don't find desirable. Like Sub 5 Stalker. I didn't find her fucking desirable at all. Matter of fact, nigga, I'm still having nightmares of Sub 5 Stalker. I am not fucking lying, bruh. Bruh, I had one nightmare of Sub 5 Stalker just recently. I ain't fucking lying to you niggas, bruh. I was running from that female in my dream, bruh. And I remember running into like a apartment building trying to get away from Sub 5 Stalker. I got inside the elevator and I went upstairs and I looked down some of those goddamn apartment buildings got long ass hallways down. So I get out the elevator and there's a long ass hallway and I'm running through. That shit is like a mile long and shit. And I get to the other side, and Sub 5 Stalker is sitting down. I don't know what she was doing, but she was sitting down on at the end of the fucking the hallway and shit. So I saw her, and I started running back toward the goddamn elevator and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she actually had a knife, bro. Sub 5 Stalker in my dream had a knife. She was chasing me with a knife. I was trying not to get cut. You know what I'm saying? So you end up with females like that. Females who are not desirable. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do is, bro, I'm trying to like motivate all men out here to get their money up, to get the bag so they won't be alone for the rest of their life. That's all I'm trying to do. It's like, dude, get your heads out of fucking right now. Get your head out of right now and think about the future, man. Okay? That's what motherfuckers do when they go to school and shit, man. You know, they're thinking about the future. What they're gonna be when they grow up, or what they're gonna be when they finish college. That's why they go to college. That's why they go to school, man. You know, they go to school for about 5 or 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. You feel what I'm saying? Get out of the way. You're becoming a doctor, you go to school for like 8 years. Depending on what type of doctor you're trying to be. But it takes a long time to get it. But when you get it, it's easy street after that, man. Doctors, they pull in $400,000 to like $600,000 a year, man. The top doctors making almost $500,000 a year, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to put the time and the grind in, man. You feel what I'm saying? Gotta put the time and the grind in. I didn't work out today, man. I'm gonna work out tomorrow. I'm good. I will work out tomorrow, shit. I took 2 days off from the gym. Fuck it. I took two days off from working out, which doesn't make a whole lot of difference. What's up, man? I'm good. They got my Advil PM, huh? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Thank you.
Anything else?
Oh, that's it, man. I think I got a what's the name, man? I don't need this. I got something. I'll get it next time.
437.
Is that $4?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Let's see if I get some ice cream, man. I haven't had ice cream in a while, guys. That's good. I'm talking about. Blue raspberry vanilla.
That's a flatbread. And we got some little pepper wings.
How much is this thing, man?
449.
Woo, that was $5.
449. Beautiful ice cream. People like cake tequila.
I give you $5 or?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you $5.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
I really don't want to be old and alone, guys. That's why I'm getting my bread together right now. And the thing is, when you get your bread together, man, you can take care of a family. You know, uh, you got financial stability. You got, you know, your kid. It's not, or your kids, depending on you having more than one, just one. Your kids will have financial, you know, they will have financial security, man. Some motherfuckers haven't had any kids yet, you know, and that's kind of scary, you know. I don't think motherfuckers don't understand, man, what it is to be old and alone, man. By yourself. It gets worse. Trust me, it gets worse. It gets worse as you age, man. You know, I know you want to be the red pill guy. I know you out here, you know, I know you out here just trying to be solo bolo, saying, hey, I don't need no kids. I don't need this. And I'm like, bro, everything is fine and dandy when you can bend over and pick up stuff by yourself. But when you get to be 60, 70, and shit start getting hard, you know, if you make it up to 80, 85 years old, you're going to be in that old folks home talking about, damn, I wish I would have had some children. It's already too late. By the time you get to be, you know, 80, it's already too late. You can't have no children by then. You feel what I'm saying? And somebody say, well, you know what? You know, kids, they don't guarantee that they're gonna take care of you in the older age. That's why you gotta have at least 5 or 6 of them. You get the bag, you can have that many. You got 5 or 6. And you gotta the boys, they more likely to take care of the parents in the older age, you know, in their old age. So you keep popping them out until you get a boy. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Because I was the last one to take care of my mom before she died. I was the last one to take care of her before she died, bro. I was, nobody else. And when I was over there, man, she drove me insane. I had more gray hairs, you know, coming out of there, man. You know, my mom worried me to death. I was the one taking care of her before she died. Nobody else, man. I was the one in there cooking food and washing clothes. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I was making, gourmet spaghetti and meatballs. I was in there making pasta and shrimp. I used to put the shrimp inside the pasta. You feel me? You know, hell yeah, we used to have pasta shrimp. That was good. You put some shrimp inside the pasta, man, that shit's good as hell, bro. I was cooking steak, the rice and veggies on the side. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure she was eating well, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was the one taking care of my mom before she died, bro. But we couldn't get along either. I lived there for like 2 years. And eventually, we just had enough of each other, man. So I left out of there. I went to LA. Feel what I'm saying? Came back. And like, once I came back, about several months later, she died. She was by herself. And she had a habit, man. You know, she had a drug habit. And, damn. Man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But she had us, man. She had me living with her for at least 2 years, man. I was in there for 2 years, bro. I lived with her for 2 years. The moment I came back from LA, oh, no. I went to LA afterwards. You know, but what I'm trying to say is that you don't want to be old and alone. That's what my thing is. Start planting seeds. Start planting seeds. You can right now. If y'all finance all together, go ahead and start having children, like right away. Don't wait. I'm already late, bro. Like by the time I get to be 16, man, I think once I get the bag, I'm gonna have children. I don't care what nobody says. Like I'm gonna be getting women pregnant in the first year. Am I gonna be married? I don't know. I don't think marriage is a good, fair deal for me if I got the bag. I kind of want to protect my money, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that I work so goddamn hard for. But having children, yeah. And you don't have to be married to have children. Feel what I'm saying? You don't have to be married to have children. But I know the fact that I'm going to have to, stay up on my grind. I gotta make sure I stay committed so that way when I have children, financially taken care of. And at this point, bruh, the female that I get with, she just need to get my thing up. She need to be good enough to get my thing up, and I'm good. As long as she can make, Mr. Willie get up, I could be with her long term. She don't have to be an 8, 9, or a 10. That's what I'm starting to think. She could be a 6 or a 7. I'm good. A 6 or a 7, it'll make me rise to the occasion. All right. Anyway, I got to end this video. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.